Alright y'all, welcome back to Commodore Arms channel. Okay, so today we're checking out a training video from the rifles. Now this is some training they did in Kenya for exercise Askari Delta. Now I'm not too familiar with this particular exercise because I'm not sure if it's like an annual thing or if it's like the first of its kind. But you guys already know I love checking out training videos from the rifles because every time we see them doing training, they're in like a cool location. They're doing training like very, very violently. And it always seems like their discipline, their proficiency looks pretty squared away. And of course, this is a video from Evo's Media, and you already know it's going to be high quality. Like the cinematography is going to be great, the editing is going to be great, and the music is usually pretty freaking solid as well. So I'm excited. It's about 5.5 minutes long, and I gotta say, with Evo's Media content, like I know it's gonna fly by. So I'll try and pause it every now and again so I'm not just getting like sucked into it. But let's check it out. Ooh, the audio design already. Super cool. Oh, nice. You got the bayonet attached. Dude, okay, I need to pause it already because this is already like so freaking cool. So, firing with the bayonets. You guys let me know that that is possible because I guess the bayonet has like a kind of a hole in the handle there. Okay, so it looks like they're doing some standard kind of like range stuff. So testing, I guess, our proficiency with the M67. Or do the Brits use the M67 actually? I don't even know. What frag grenade do the Brits use? I don't think I've ever seen it, to be honest. And then this is pretty cool, doing like a little shooting and moving on this target. That's pretty realistic stuff right there. It's pretty gnarly terrain. I haven't trained in anything like this. Closest is probably California, but it's not that close. Dude, hell yeah. And of course, like he always like gets like the nice embed perspective, like getting down and dirty with the troops. Dude, I'll never get over like how cool of a design this is. And I don't know why we don't implement anything like this. Again, we pretty much have like, when I was in at least, we had the T&E, which is just an adjustment for elevation and traversing. But yeah, something like this for like a support by fire just makes sense. Dude, throwing hand grenades is so badass.
There's so many things to Kenya that make it beneficial for us to be out here. The terrain itself is hard. The ground itself is hard. The weather is demanding. Everything about this place seems like it wants to kill you, whether it be the animals, whether it be the weather, whether it be anything around you. You've got.
It does seem kind of similar to Australia, but as far as like only appearances, I don't know what the weather is like, to be honest. Kenya, where's Kenya at? Kenya's like, I think just west of the Horn of Africa, maybe? I don't really know. But I imagine it gets kind of hot, so maybe that's what they're talking about.
Got to be careful, and you've got to be on top of your game here.
Nice. Dude, it's kind of hard to like see where your buddies are at to like know how close you're going to be shooting past them with the terrain like that. I mean, you have one person bound and all of a sudden they're behind like a bush or they're in like a defilade. Oh, nice. Are they attacking a trench or something? Dude. Hell yeah, that was freaking sick. Oh, nice. Dude, time lapse. Especially with the chem light on the helmet. Dude, he just knows what he's doing with these shots. Oh, and it's like gun ASMR. Man. Wait, what the? Oh my god. Wait, what's happening? I hope this guy's. Are those moving targets? Unless that is a moving target. Okay, no, that's definitely a person. I think they might even have a strobe. I'm not sure if they're... Look at their rocking night vision, and if that's the case, I guess it makes sense. It's nice because when you're rocking night vision, you can have like someone with just like a little strobe. You can have like the little firefly, like the one you have in your pocket. You can have a strobe on your helmet. And usually it won't be like everybody, unless you're doing like some overhead stuff. But yeah, you can just have like the left person or the right person of that formation have that, just so if you have a machine gun going or any sort of support by fire, they know where like the end of the formation is. So, you know, if they're shooting to the right, they can know not to shoot, you know, anything to the left of where the strobe actually is. So we might be seeing something like that here. Or it's just a chem light, I don't know. Yeah, like the nighttime stuff looks so cool. It doesn't look as cool sometimes when you're like actually there. But I gotta say, once you start getting the illumination going, the guns going, it looks pretty sweet. And you kind of forget like how tired you are. Because sometimes you can do it like right after the sun goes down, or you can do it at like 3 in the morning. Oh, those things are running smooth, man. Oh man, yeah, they're taking good care of those guns. Damn.
I've been to Kenya a good few times now. This has been one of the longest stints we've spent out here, but overall it's been enjoyable. The exercise itself was very physically demanding, testing for commanders as well. It's good to see everyone getting tested at all levels, but it's nice to also have that little chill out period that we've had now where we've got to merge in with the locals and actually see what Kenya is like as a whole.
For sure. I wonder how long they're actually
Kenya's
staying there.
been great being South African. I enjoy coming to Kenya. Feels a bit closer to home. It's been my 4th time in Kenya now. Yeah, it's an enjoyable place. Weather is nice. It's good to get out, see the country, see all the different wildlife, meet with the locals.
Nice.
And just interact and engage and build those relationships.
That would be badass. So it does seem like it's a recurring thing from what he said. At least this is his 4th time or whatever. Yeah, that would be sick. Like learning how to use I don't think I've ever shot a real bow and arrow, but that would be badass going here and kind of learning it from them. And it looks like they even kind of made it like their own little like ad hoc bow and arrow. That'd be freaking sweet.
Exercise Askari Delta has been a fundamentally beneficial exercise and experience for those people that have come from Kenya. While some people have been here multiple times, the vast majority of the battalion have never been to Africa, and some may never have left the UK before this exercise. And not only have they benefited from doing the military exercise and improving their military skills, but they have also seen new cultures, new environments, African wildlife aplenty, and have had experiences well beyond what they will have seen or had in the army up to date.
I thought at first it was like a river crossing kind of thing, but I can see now he's just doing... Is he rappelling without gloves? I mean, that's kind of bold. I guess if you're not really going that far, especially with the water though, like, damn, that's a lot of friction. I don't know about that. But yeah, I saw them with the helmets and then I saw them just diving to the water. So I'm guessing it's like half fun, half kind of like training stuff.
Including engaging with the community.
That looks like a lot of fun
taking part in cultural engagement and seeing parts of the countryside, whether it be through adventure training or their own stand-down activities that many will never have done before. And I'm confident that a number will take this away, use it as the base block of much of what they do in the future. And whatever they do, will look back on this as an experience that they've never had in the army and in many cases might never have again. In short, civvies would pay thousands for this, and in general, a lot of the riflemen would come back and do it again. And from that point of view, it's been a great experience.
Yeah, get that free travel on the government's dime.
Just be aware as you sleep in that position.
Okay, bringing the hype back in. Nice. It seems like whenever the rifles are training, they're always like stabbing something with a bayonet too. Oh damn! I mean I know that the SA-80s or L-80, I mean I don't think it's an L-85 anymore, but the SA-80s, I know they're going through some modernization. I think they're made by like Heckler and Koch now. It looks like I can see the HK mark in there. Yeah, but this is probably the most modern one that I've seen. Okay, yeah, I mean it's crazy. I don't know how long this has been in service, but it looks like it's gone through like so many renditions, at least from the one I saw when I was training with the Brits. The yellow cord for their pressure pad or whatever. Interesting. Nice. Swift and bold. That's a cool freaking slogan right there. And of course, EVOS Media does not disappoint with that. And of course, like the rifles, I think we have seen them training in Kenya before, actually, now that I think about it. But that looks freaking awesome. And again, it's nice when you have someone who's like embedded, because you can get like all the different perspectives from like the people on the ground. But again, it's also showing like some of the stuff that wouldn't necessarily make, you know, a lot of the cuts. The interviews definitely help a lot. I know when we had like our public affairs people, like the combat camera, they would do some interviews with us, but there usually wouldn't be like a video associated with it. More recently, like the Marine Corps, the Army is doing a lot more videos. But like when I was in, there was really not a whole lot. Like they would do an interview, but then they would just turn that into like text, and they would post it with like a bunch of pictures. And it was never really that cool. But seeing stuff like this, like being able to be in that unit and kind of look back on your training, one through like the badass cinematography, but also the cool editing, like you can just continuously get hyped for kind of what you do and what you do in your profession. So yeah, Evos Media doing some fantastic stuff. And again, this training looks like a lot of fun. Now I'm kind of wishing we had like a high-speed YouTuber embedded with us when I was in the infantry, because yeah, we didn't get anything near this high quality. I mean, like, I think the coolest footage they got of us is when like our helicopter crashed and they were forced to delete the footage because like there was an investigation. And I mean, I guess, yeah, they don't want that getting uploaded on YouTube, but that would have been pretty freaking gnarly footage. Yeah, we didn't have anything this cool, so it's kind of nice for them to have someone who like knows what they're doing and can like really publicize this in a good way. I don't know how he works with like the public affairs people, but I imagine they probably trust him pretty well because his portfolio is looking pretty nice. Now, we'll put his channel down in the video description so you guys can go and check it out, and definitely go and check it out because there's a lot of cool videos over there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you guys took part, definitely let me know because it looked like a lot of fun. And of course, I'm sure there's a lot of like fun kind of behind the scenes stuff, especially like some of the fun activities they were doing with like the rappelling that we didn't necessarily see here. So if you guys have some cool stories, let me know down in the comments section. But that is it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one.